two of the biggest misconceptions about having an online business are two misconceptions that I used to have not too long ago. The first is that you need to do it all yourself. So I thought I wanted to be a solopreneur. I took great pride in labeling myself as a solopreneur. I even tried to buy solopreneur.com. I thought I just do it all myself. I don't need a team. I'll keep it super lean. It'll just be me. And what I found is that I had to keep context switching. I had in one moment I had to focus on content. The next moment I had to focus on sales. The next moment I had to focus on delivery. The next moment I had to focus on tech. And it was just too much context switching. And the switching cost was enormous. Like when you're trying to be creative and be in your flow state, it's very hard to then think technically and think about links and APIs and different softwares. And then a client comes to you and has a question about delivery, and then you have to switch into coaching mode. And again, it's incredibly difficult to switch then to coaching mode. And then someone's like, oh, I want to sign up for your program. And then you have to go into sales mode, and you're constantly switching modes. And now what I found from having a team is that rather than me switching into 4 different modes, I have 4 different team members, and they each take care of one part. So I have someone who's just doing the conversations. I have someone who's just doing the selling. I have someone who's just doing the delivery. I have someone that's just doing the tech. And all I have to do is make content. I do one thing, one role. I play my position. Everyone on the team plays their position. And it's been such a game changer because now I don't need to constantly context switch. I just wake up in the morning and I know my goal is to create content. That's it. I'm a contentpreneur. My team takes care of the rest. And the second misconception is that if I have a team, it's going to cost me a lot of money. And sure, you are going to pay your team a lot of money, but relative to what you're making, it's not going to be a lot. Relative to what you're making, it's not going to be a lot. What do I mean by this? Well, if you hire your team properly and you pay them on commission, at most, you're going to be paying out a total of 25 to 30% of all your sales to various team members in total. So for example, your appointment setter might get 10%, your closer might get 10%, and your coaches who are doing delivery might get 10%. So for every sale you make, let's say you sell a program for $1,000, you take $700, and your team members each get $100. Boom, boom, boom. That's an example. So with this in mind, knowing that you don't need to do it all yourself, and knowing that you only need to spend money on team members when you get paid, it's incredible. It's an incredible business model. This month I've been traveling Spain. I was in California prior to this, and I've maybe put in 45 minutes to an hour a day of work this month on average. And yet we've been able to generate over $50,000 in sales. It's $48,000 actually net profit. Incredible. And all I've done is produce some content. That's it. It's so simple. Everything else is taken care of. Every team member plays their role. So if you want to start an online business, whether it's a coaching business, a course creation business, education business, a membership business, a fitness business, self-improvement business, whatever you want to do online, just know that A, you don't need to do it all yourself, and B, your team doesn't need to cost you anything until you get paid. So no money will leave your bank account unless you've first gotten paid. And when money does leave your bank account, it's going to be 10, 20, 30% of what you've gotten. And you probably wouldn't have made that money without your team anyway. So it's money well spent. So that's that. Those are the two biggest misconceptions. And I hope that this video has now reframed how you look at an online business and how you look at your structure, what kind of model you want to use for your business. I highly recommend using a team, working with a team. And it makes business more fun too. You're not doing everything all yourself. As a solopreneur, it can get a bit lonely. But when you have a team, everybody wins. Everybody wins. Everyone can collaborate and share ideas. It's really, really cool. Maybe you're not like a social animal at all, but most people are social creatures, and we like to socialize, and it's helpful to socialize and talk about something that's on topic, like the business and how to improve it. We have weekly team meetings. We talk about how can we make a 1% improvement this week, and we're constantly, as we say, turning the screw just 1/4 inch tighter every single week, and we're tightening everything up in the business as time goes on, which is why we just had a $50,000 month purely organically. No webinar, no paid ads, no cold DMs, none of that. It's all beautifully it's all a beautiful flow that happens once a piece of content is uploaded. I call it contentpreneurship. If you're interested in becoming a contentpreneur and dialing in this contentpreneurship way of making money online, just know that it can be very, very simple. You put out a piece of content, you generate a conversation, you turn that conversation into a client, you work with that client, you get a case study, you take that case study, that success story, you put it back into the content, and it loops over and over and over again. It becomes a flywheel of infinite success. If that sounds interesting to you, that's something that you want to do, send me a DM with the word help, and let's chat. Let's see if I can help you. This is definitely not for everyone. Some people are not cut out to be contentpreneurs. But if you know in your heart of hearts that you want to be an entrepreneur, but you hate all the red tape involved with this brick and mortar physical world stuff, and you want to dematerialize your business and just work online like I do, then send me a DM with the word help, and we'll chat about what it could look like working together and having me and my team help you get set up and profitable. That's it for now. I'm gonna go enjoy Spain. Peace out, much love. Ciao for now.